A lot of times we think, oh, the little things that we do aren't that important, but actually they're really important.
If you don't take care of yourself first, then, you can't help others.
Natural Self-Care, Part 2. It's Hunt for Wellness, Episode number 17. Hunt for Wellness. This is episode number 17, Natural Self-Care Part 2.
I am John Hunt, along with
Christy Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, body, mind, and spirit. And part of living your best life is taking care of yourself, right?
Absolutely.
Self-care.
Yes.
Yeah. And recently you taught a class on self-care. We don't want to be the old person crunched over, walking around without good wellness and good health. So you do that by taking care of yourself. So let's get into it. This is an excerpt from our self-care with essential oils class, but we're calling this natural self-care.
Mental and emotional health. Obviously, we need self-care in that area. Very critical, because if you are emotionally and mentally down, then your just whole self is down. So that's super important. Frankincense helps give just a peaceful space. And then stress-away, it's stress away. So obviously it helps relieve the stress. And it's a great one to keep with you when you're, like, I keep that one in my purse. Mm-hmm. So for having stressful moments or stressful driving or things like that, it's really good for that. And when my daughter had to get some oral surgery, and she just got really stressed out about it, anticipating it, and I just got the stress away out, had her just put on her hands and breathe it in, and it just really helped calm her down and handle the situation. I've also had to use that or Valor when I've gone to the dentist and they tell you all the things that could possibly go wrong, and you're thinking, why am I sitting here letting them work on me? It usually doesn't, but it feels stressful. So absolutely Valor. Valor means courage. It is like liquid courage, and it is the balancing oil, balancing you physically and emotionally. So that is really good to use. Just put some on your wrist, put on your hands, breathe it in. I use it every single day, usually morning and night, and more if needed. If you're feeling a little insecure, if you need to speak in front of a group, often that's kind of stressful for people. That is a great oil to use. Then some people call it chiropractor in a bottle, because it just helps align you just physically and emotionally.
So this is the self-care with essential oils class, or we're talking about in this episode, natural self-care. And what's important, you may be getting a lot of information in this show, and we want to help you through and take the first step. So you can do that by going over to Hunt4Wellness.com and clicking on the blue Connect button and schedule a free 15-minute consultation. We'll talk to you about your self-care goals, what you'd like to accomplish, and maybe what products would be a good match for you, right? Because it's sometimes the hardest thing to do is to take the first step.
Right. And sometimes you don't know exactly what to do.
Right.
So head over to Hunt4Wellness.com, click on the blue Connect button, and we will connect with you either by phone or Zoom or however you want to connect, and just talk about your self-care and wellness goals. So let's head back into a little bit more of the class.
So some of the other oils that are really helpful, joy.
We like that one.
Yeah. So just if you're feeling a little low, you can use joy. It's got high frequency oils, including rose in it, and help raise your frequency and just help you live in a happier state. Obviously, oils don't do everything for you. You know, you need to work through issues. But if you're having a hard time or going through a hard time, using oils can really just help kind of calm your body down so you can focus and think and process and handle the situation. And so there's been times when I have just like lathered on Valor and joy and balsam fir. That's another really good one.
Well, think about like when you go out in the woods for a walk or a hike and you can just smell the pine, and it's so soothing. I mean, it does help you relax, and that's the tree oils like balsam fir or Idaho grand fir it's called now.
Yeah, that's right.
It's pine oil, Northern Lights black spruce. They are phenomenal if you love that kind of smell. And same thing with joy. If you're kind of feeling down, you can just sniff it, and the scent of it does help. I think just changes your frame of mind. We've done it with our kids too.
Well, yeah, and the citrus oils just in general are uplifting, and there is some citrus oils in joy. Yeah. They do just lift you up.
Yes.
So it feels really good. They really can make a difference. So I can imagine we've gone through a lot of products to just help with care, with self-care. That's going to get you on the road to better self-care. And
which ones do I pick?
Yeah,
because there's so many. I mean, there's a lot of information here.
Right.
That and this is just, there are over 600 different products that Young Living has to offer.
Right. We just touched on a few of them.
So how do I know which ones to get?
Yeah. Well, talk to me or talk to the person who invited you.
Yes. Well, I think that's really important because in order to take the next step, everybody would love to have more self-care. I think that's something, but it's like, how do you get started? How do you take the next step? So talking to the person who invited you to this, because that's part of, the team that we have put together is helping people through the process, discussing what things might work, for you, going through the catalog and saying, oh, here's one. And the nice thing now with Young Living is you can buy one oil. If you buy a little more, you can get a large discount. They have these starter bundles, which are also discounted really heavily. So, depending on where you want to start and what you want to, do, take at least the first step.
Yeah.
Which is like contacting the person who invited you to this, because it is a customized experience. And with our team, we do the regular education classes, follow-ups, individual one-on-one. So there's a lot of just walking side by side with you to get what you need.
Right.
And take care of yourself.
Yes. That's super important.
So they can get the best deal by talking to you or talking to the person who
absolutely brought them here. Because we know how to get the deals.
Yeah,
we know the
everybody
inside
wants
scoop.
a deal, right?
So
who wouldn't want to get 24% off plus another up to 25% cash back and
not cash back.
Well, product cash, whatever you want to call it. There's all kinds of programs, but again, you don't want to get overwhelmed with all the details. Just start with what you need to start with and take it from there. It's a journey.
Yep. Yes. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for being part of it.
All right. Well, there was the class, and I guess the big cliffhanger is how do people get started, right? Well, the way you get started is to connect with us. So if you go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, click on the blue connect button, we will work with you and take you through what it is that would be good for you to start with. Do you want to start with one thing? Maybe there's a couple things that would really give you a quick start in your wellness journey, and everybody's different. So there's hundreds of products, but there's one or two that are just right for you and are going to get you on that self-care journey. Anything else you want to kind of share about self-care before we wrap up?
I think it's critical to do it.
Yeah.
And not to think that the small things that you do don't count.
Yeah.
Because they do. The little small things add up.
Yeah.
A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step.
Yes.
But it's one step at a time, one step after the other.
Right.
And so doing those little things make a big difference in how you feel.
Yeah. So again, head over to hunt4wellness.com, click on the blue connect button. We'd love to talk with you and help you take those first few steps, and then come back next time for our next episode of Hunt for Wellness.